The World Youth Alliance aims to educate young people on the dignity of the human person and to build solidarity among the youth from developed and developing countries. Signing up to become a YA member is super easy. Number one, you have to be between the ages of 10 to 30. And second, you have to sign the World Youth Alliance Charter on our website. And after that, you'll be part of hundreds of opportunities around the world and you'll meet a lot of new friends. There are many opportunities for young people to get involved with WIA. First is through our advocacy-related events by studying our WIA white papers or representing WIA at international institutions. Second is through our educational projects like undergoing our certified training program, becoming an intern, or bringing the human dignity curriculum to your school or youth community. And the third is through our cultural initiatives like participating in our regional arts forum or through our Manhattan International Film Festival. WIA members should do the CTP because it allows them to understand deeper the dignity of the human person, and it gives them various reading, studying how movements around the world have really helped in terms of promoting the dignity of the person and what are some of the problematic movements that have led to various challenges in our history. First is really enjoying the readings. The readings are really rich and there's so many great authors that we've compiled through the CTP. So it's really important for you to enjoy the experience and not rushing through it. The second is for you to discuss these ideas with your family, with your friends, so that you're able to also get their ideas and their thoughts. And the third is, if you need any help, just asking for your mentors to really help you and coach you in the process. WIA members can apply to our internship program, which is available online. It is available in all of our regional offices around the world, and we have limited slots, so I encourage you to sign up today. The World Youth Alliance invests in really educating young people on the dignity of the human person. And this is important because when young people around the world understand that they have worth, that the people around them have the same worth that they have, they're able to create excellent decisions and they're able to contribute towards the flourishing of their societies and their countries. First, you have to undergo the Certified Training Program, or the CTP. And once you've passed the training program, you can inform your regional director and they will help you with the next steps needed for you to become a chapter leader for your own school or for your country. Yes, definitely. We have a program for them and it's called the Human Dignity Curriculum. It's a personal identity program that helps children understand their dignity and how they can make excellent decisions. Yes, of course. You can become a World Youth Alliance friend. WIA friends help WIA through various ways, by becoming a donor or by introducing us to youth communities or to schools all around the world. We'd like to invite you to join the 1 million young people all around the world and become part of the World Youth Alliance. Don't forget to like our Facebook page, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. See you around! Hello to all of our World Youth Alliance members and friends from all around the world, and I want to welcome you to the first episode of Live with the WIA President. Today is a very special day because we are celebrating International Youth Day. I want to greet all of our WIA members, our amazing dignity defenders, a happy International Youth Day. Please comment your name and country in the comment section below and share with us your thoughts, your country, where you're from, and you're also welcome to write down your questions and we'll be able to answer them later at the end of the show. We are very excited to welcome you to this very new online event series. This is a very special project that we have prepared for all of our amazing dignity defenders so you can meet the people behind the amazing projects of the World Youth Alliance. And for you to learn the latest updates from the World Youth Alliance staff themselves. We are going to start with a World Youth Alliance trivia. Our trivia for today is what is the youngest World Youth Alliance regional office? As you all know, the World Youth Alliance is currently 21 years old, and our offices around the world open at different times and different years. And today, our trivia is what is the latest YA regional office to open? And I invite you to write your guess in the comment section below. Please write your guess. We have 6 regional offices around the world: North America, Latin America, Europe, Africa, Middle East, and Asia Pacific. Which do you think among those regions was the latest office to open? And we're going to answer this trivia at the end of our program. So stay tuned. So I'm sure you're very excited. So we're going to get started. So every week, I will be featuring a World Youth Alliance staff member. And for our pilot episode today, we've invited Balkis, YS Program Officer for the YM Middle East office, to join us. Welcome to the show, Balkis.
Thank you, Lord. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited to be here.
How are you feeling today, Balkis? Are you excited?
I am. I must apologize though, because I'm a bit sick, so I might be coughing during the live. I promise it's not COVID, but because of the weather and the weather changes and everything, so yeah, it got me a bit feeling unwell.
Thank you for joining us despite not feeling well. I hope that we'll be able to finish the show, with you still joining us here. So we're gonna get started. We have prepared a couple of questions so that our members from around the world can get to know you a little bit better. As you know, as they know, you recently just joined the World Youth Alliance. I'm sure they're very excited to learn more about you. So let's start by you sharing with us your World Youth Alliance journey. Why did you join WIA? When was this? And why WIA? Why did you join the World Youth Alliance?
Yeah, so I joined Maya back in 2017. I remember around that time, I started college and I was looking for human rights groups. And as you know, through a simple Google search, I found like tons of them who promoted human rights, who talked about human rights in men and everything. But honestly, it felt like they were all going through the same path. They were all tackling the same issues, which is obviously understandable. But there wasn't something, I didn't feel something special about them. And so through my search, I came across World Youth Alliance, and what really drew my attention to the website and the organization was the fact that it talked about human dignity, which is something that I couldn't find in other websites. And so I got more interested and I got to know it more. And I signed up to take the certified training program, the CDP, back in 2017. And I became certified that summer, which luckily for me was actually really good because that summer I was selected as a Thomas Jefferson Scholar. And then I went to study in the US where I applied to the International Solidarity Forum and I got to go to our HQ in New York and meet you for the first time and all of the rest via team. And it was really then that, my journey started and I became even more interested and I knew that, your mission and our mission focusing on the dignity of the person is something that the Middle East and North Africa really needed. We needed a whole, we needed a new concept. We needed a new way to tackle human rights and to add more to young people in MENA. And so, yeah, it was then that started. And then I tried to be in touch with the Middle East office. I took an externship. And then I applied to help with translation of the CDP. And it was then, and I got to know you more and know more. And then I was endorsed for the, internship in New York. And I got to spend time at the YHQ to get to know everyone and really dive deep into the work that we do and at the same time on the HTC and everything. And now here I am.
That's great, Balkis. I like how your story of how you met the World Youth Alliance, which is online. I'm sure a lot of our members who are watching us today could relate. A lot of our members around the world actually meet the World Youth Alliance online through a Google search or through Facebook. So for some of you today who are watching us, who is learning for the first time about the World Youth Alliance, I invite you to join us, to join the World Youth Alliance. And it's for free. Our membership is for free. And I do remember meeting Balkis for the very first time in 2018. And
Mhm.
that now, you're already working for the World Youth Alliance. And that actually connects to my next question. Now, you're working for us, I think for about 3 months now as Y Middle
Mhm.
East Program Officer. And my next question is, if you weren't a YS staff member, what would you be probably doing today?
Oh my God, there's a lot. I mean, I would probably be trying to find a way to help the Middle East and North Africa, especially after everything that happened in Lebanon. I'm not really entirely sure. You can't really tell, but I would probably also be working in the nonprofit sector because I really like to do that. I really like the work that we're doing. But I wouldn't trade it for the world. I prefer being with
That's great. Yeah, I do see you really working in the development sector. You're very
Vaya.
passionate, in working with the development world. And as Balkis mentioned, she's been with Waya for some time now, and she actually completed an online internship in her early years with Waya, and she worked with us on the Arabic translation of the certified training program. But early this year, she also joined us in New York to be one of our headquarters interns. And it has been an eventful internship program, with COVID-19. And Balkis and I, together with our fellow interns and staff members from our headquarters in New York City, were actually stranded there in the townhouse for a couple of months, and we did a lot of things, a lot of activities, night and day. And my next question, I'm sure that there are a lot of beautiful memories from your internship in New York, and I want to ask you if there's one, like, what is one of your favorite memories during your internship program at the Y headquarters in New York? I know there's a lot, but just share with us, like, what is the number one thing that you will never forget, or your
Um,
favorite?
I think one of my favorite memories was honestly meeting other interns from other WIA regions. Because it's one thing to know what WIA is doing in your region and to connect also with our regions, with other regions online. But it's a whole different story to get to know the people and talk to them about how things really work in the field in their countries. So there were members from Colombia and Kenya, especially those that were part of our, quarantine. I think it was amazing to get to know them and exchange thoughts and get to know what Waya is doing in Latin America and Africa. That was very informative, and it also helped me see how Waya can really tailor its programs depending on the needs of each region, which is something rare to find in the nonprofit sector.
That's great. Yeah, I could definitely relate. Meeting your fellow Y members, this Y interns from all around the world is really one of the most beautiful moments during the internship program. I've had the gift of working with a lot of interns this past couple of years, and I think I've already worked with 20 batches of interns through this past 6 7 years. And your internship batch definitely one of the most special batches because of our COVID-19 quarantine in New York, hashtag quarantine. So yeah, that's it's been like a lot of beautiful memories. And Bucky's failed to mention, but there are a lot of other things that we did in New York during that time. We actually also did a lot of cultural nights. We had some Colombian nights, some Filipino nights, and of course, Bucky's also hosted a Tunisian night where she taught all of us how to write in Arabic, and I was so bad at it that I was writing Arabic in the wrong way, and she corrected me, and we learned more a lot about the history of Tunisia, and we also had some food, some Tunisian food, and I love cooking, and Balkis also actually taught me how to cook kafta, and I still have some spices from her. So really, lots of beautiful memories, right, Balkis?
Yeah, yeah, I totally agree. Like you said, there are so many things. I think even the fact that we were stuck there also is one of the one of the greatest memories because it didn't of course it was hard at times, but because we were all one big family, we were able to cope with that. I think if I were stuck in New York on my own where it was like the epicenter of the pandemic, I would have lost my mind. So it's good to have like the staff and other interns with us and go through that
Hmm.
together.
Yeah, I agree. It helped with keeping all of us sane.
Hmm.
And now that you're back in Tunisia, you've completed your quarantine, you're trying to stay healthy, and you're very busy working with a lot of exciting projects for our members. And my next question for you is, what are you most excited for the Y Middle East region? And can you share with us some of your upcoming events and projects for the Y Middle East members, and maybe even for members who are not from the Middle East that are open to them?
Yeah, there's honestly so much that I'm excited about for the Middle East region. I think the Middle East and North African youth are some of the most talented youth I've ever worked with. I mean, even recently we shared on our social media how 2 days after the blast, the unfortunate blast that happened in Lebanon, how members still attended the discussion. And even, if they were emotionally drained, they were able to participate in the discussion, submit their homework, and show interest. So I think, Mina, you have such resilience that is really hard to find in other places. So I'm really just excited to get to know them more, interact with a lot of them, hear their ideas about how we can help, also help them understand the term human dignity, what does it mean, that they all have rights because they have human dignity. And so, like I said, there is so much to be excited about. There is so much to be done. So I can't really narrow it in one thing. But my favorite thing would always be working with youth, with young people, and hearing their stories, especially that they're coming from different backgrounds. Um, so we have a lot of upcoming events. Mainly this Monday, we're going to have our first event. It's a series that we call Chat Hour, which means I'm going to be live every third Monday at 1 p.m. Tunis time on both the Facebook and Instagram pages of World Youth Alliance Middle East, where I'm basically going to be interacting with members and announcing other events that we have coming up or other updates. And it will be a nice way for us to connect virtually since we can do it in real life. Um, we're also going to have a trainers get together. We're going to have a certified members get together. These are by invite only, but once you take part in the CDP and you become certified, you can also participate in them. What I really invite everyone to do is to go to waya.net/CDP and apply for the certified training program because that will kickstart their um, involvement with Waya. And after that, they can apply to the internship. We also have an online internship that they can take part in. Right now, it's only open for certified members, so I really, really advise everyone to take the CBP. And we can go from there. We're really flexible here. I really, like I said, I really like connecting with people. So I might be the annoying one who's always sending emails and asking about everyone and if they have any thoughts or if they want to share anything with me. So you can always email us at middleeast at waya.net. You can send a Facebook message, an Instagram message, just sharing anything that you like with us. And like we said, the website is really full of a lot of things that we can do, from our programs to the CDP to the online internship. So we really, really want to hear from you. And we've already been hearing from a lot of great members. We get a lot of emails every day, and it really is inspiring to see what youth is doing, especially in the Middle East with everything that is going on.
Thank you, Balkis. I just wanted to second, what you said that our members, of course, our members all around the world, they're very excited. They want to do a lot of stuff, but I've personally seen the resilience and the positive change our members in the Middle East have been doing. This past couple of years, I've actually, as you know, I've had a chance to visit your region in Lebanon, in Morocco, and in Turkey this past couple of years, and I really enjoyed meeting all of them. And learning about their projects. Our Morocco team had their first HTC pilot this year, and we're preparing for an Arabic edition of the certified training program. And they're just very motivated to contribute to the mission, and that's really very inspiring. I wanted to invite our members who are watching us live today to drop us a comment below, share with us where you're from, your country, and if you have any questions. We'll be answering some of them later. While we wait for a couple of questions, I just have one more question for Balkis. As I've mentioned, that I had the chance to visit some of the countries in the Middle East in the past, but I haven't had a chance to visit Tunisia yet. And so my next question for you is if there's one thing that every visitor in Tunisia must do, like an activity or a food that they must try, what is it? Like, what is it that we must try or we must do in Tunisia?
Um, there's honestly so much to do in Tunisia that even I myself haven't had the chance to do all of it. It's such a rich country with a lot of natural, really beautiful views. And so we have everything from amazing beaches to the Sahara, to forests. You can do a lot in there. And like I said, I've been living here for quite some time and I wasn't able to do all of it. I think maybe the most prominent thing that is also easy to do is to probably visit Sidi Bouzid in Tunis, the capital, once you get there because the airport there is one of the biggest airports, so you'll probably land in there, and you can just hop on a taxi and tell them to take you to City Beside, and you can try all of the different foods in there. The amazing views where you can see the port and you can see the mountains and the Mediterranean. It's a really nice view. It's actually my cover photo on Facebook, and I share it all the time. And a lot of people think it's photoshopped. It's not. It really does look like that in real life. And I mean, you can try harissa if you want. I don't really, I a very, very kind person. I know you already have. So that's one thing you can try that is specific to Tunisia. And like I said, there is so much to do. So yeah.
That's great. Yeah, I'm already very excited to visit Tunisia in the future. And I'm sure other Y members are also really excited. Either our Tunisian members excited to welcome other Y members or our other members from around the world who would like to visit Tunisia in the future.
For sure.
Thank you for that. For now, we are going to start answering questions. We have received a couple of questions, either from our email or from the comment section below. And we're going to respond to some of these questions. So let's check it out. So we have one question. We have a comment here from one of our members from Lebanon. Hello, Jalil. Did I pronounce that right? Balkis?
Yeah. You did.
Halil or Halil? Jalil,
Really.
thank you for Jalil, thank you for being part of the World Youth Alliance. As I said, I've been to Lebanon. I've met a lot of our members there, and you guys are doing a lot of great things. We understand, like what's happening right now. There are a lot of challenges, and know that we, your World Youth Alliance family, we stand in solidarity with all the families and individuals who were affected by the devastating explosion in Beirut. So we pray for all of you that you will have all the strength that you need during this very difficult time. Thank you again, Jalil, for joining us. We also have another question, and this question is from one of our WIA members. And the question is, what can WIA Middle East members do after taking the certified training program?
So, yeah, that's a good question. Thank you, Mino. So, I think one of the things that can be done and that I really encourage is to apply for the internship program because it is through that you get to know how we work. We get also to exchange ideas on what we can do. You get to interact more with Waya. Another thing a certified member can do is also attend our international and regional events, either online or hopefully in person after COVID is over. They can open a chapter in their communities or their countries or even their colleges. By chapter, we mean a club or just like a small gathering where he or she talks about Waya. They can, if they also are certified, they have the potential and they show great interest in Waya, they can be selected to take the TOT, which is the training of trainers, so that they themselves can become trainers of the CDP, and that will help us extend our mission. And hopefully, after COVID is over and they've taken the regional internship, they can apply for the New York HQ internship, where they will not be stuck in New York for a couple of months. Um, so yeah, there is a lot to do, and we welcome all members, even new members who just signed the charter, but also especially certified members to connect with us, and we really want to hear from everyone.
Thank you, Balkis. Yes, that's correct. Like there are a lot of opportunities for newly certified Y members. Like Balkis said, you can join our internship programs around the world. You can be part of our International Solidarity Forum. You can write blogs for the World Youth Alliance. But I think most of all, you're able to really study the dignity of the human person and have the opportunity to become a trainer and to bring this knowledge to more young people all around your community or your country, because as you know we see around the world today, the message of the World Youth Alliance of promoting the dignity of the person is really needed more than ever. So we hope that you will consider signing up for the certified training program. So we are nearing the conclusion of our Facebook Live today, and we wanted to just really thank everyone who is watching us today live. And of course, I also want to thank Balkis for being our first guest for the live with the Wire President. Thank you very much for joining us, Balkis.
Thank you,
And
Lord.
before we, yes, thank you for joining us, even if you're not feeling well. And I'm glad that you survived the duration of the show. And before we end, of course, we didn't forget, we're going to answer the Wyatt trivia for the week. So our question was, what is the youngest World Youth Alliance regional office? And the correct answer is Y Middle East, our guest region for today. The Y Middle East actually opened on September 17, 2012. And I want to have a shout out to our founding directors, Cedric and Bruna, for helping us open the YM Middle East office. If you haven't signed up yet as a World Youth Alliance member, again, we invite you to visit the Y website, wya.net/get involved. And this will allow you to participate in our various programs all around the world. And a lot of them are actually available online right now.
Mhm.
And as Balkis mentioned, we also invite you to enroll to the certified training program. It's for free, and you can visit wya.net/CTP to enroll for this free training opportunity. Thank you to all of you, and we hope some of you will become new World Youth Alliance members, and we want to welcome you to the global movement of over 1 million young people in over 200 countries and territories around the world. After you sign up, there are hundreds of opportunities, and we can't wait to meet you in our online programs and hopefully soon in person. Thank you again, and we look forward to seeing you next week for the second episode of this six-part series. Our guests will be the Waya Asia Pacific staff, Miko and Joyce. Thank you, and have a great rest of your day. Bye.
Hi.
Thank you, Balkis.
Thank you, Lord.